What's up, guys? Oh, Melanie's telling me to go forward. Hold on. We're loading up the trailer to go riding. Melanie's gonna ride BB today.
You were off. Well, just a smidge. Like, you're about right here on it. Do you want to pull up and try moving over a little more?
Hold on. Let's see if we can pull it.
That's right.
You think we'll be able to push her over? Oh, well. Or do you want to try back up? Let me back up a smidge. Okay. Hey, come here. Come on. Okay, you're not allowed to kill me today. Allowed to kill me today. Turn your butt. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you like BB, don't you? You guys do good together. Okay. Oh. Oh shit. Oh. They're like, what the fuck? Oh, I got that on camera too.
Yes, you did.
Good girl, Sarah. The paint started it.
Yeah, how come you girls didn't stop and tell them not to do that?
Oh, stop, Sarah. No.
Big gummy?
Good girl. A real green trail mare, just so everyone knows. She might be a little chaotic.
I feel you.
There's no draft in that, is there?
No, it's halflinger.
Halflinger, there we go.
There is lots of people here. Not as many as the last ride we were on though. Live so far, we're eating. Mel looks pretty good on Beeves. Beeves is actually really comfortable with her. Usually with new people, she's like, I don't know who you are, so I'm just gonna act stupid. And she's doing good. Good so far. She's being more attentive to me even though she doesn't want to.
slow down, we can catch her every year. I'm not doing it every 6 months. Yeah. He did, I used to have Tailwind. Yeah. He was the first one. I just went over in the Park Cities and then when I moved here, Timothy was well, I don't know how long he's ill though. He's in his 70s. That's hard to work. Well, live in Chenoweth is his son's limit now. Yeah. I had him too.
She's been kicked out a couple times.
Oh, there's a stove.
Oh yeah.
Now there's, what's the new vet's name? Elizabeth? Right in the deep water. Oh no. So, it's October. She got cold. So we went around the corner. And I said, oh, you're cold. I do class with her because why not? You know,
So do you guys have this at CRP or?
Sarah just got kicked out a couple more times because she keeps going up the butts of other horses. She's learning though. She's backing off.
it's for water.
Oh, okay.
We used to farm it. We lived here for 24 years. Raised my kids and 900 people.
Babes.
You'll see the log, Sharon.
Haven't had to pony at all so far.
Dude, my knees hurt so bad after that. We're back. We're back. Hang on. Say bye to your buddy Beebs. Hold on. Good girl. Go back to your friends. Finch. If you were gone from them for so long. And Tony. Jeez, you guys destroyed the trailer once again. Alright guys, I'm home now.
And I was just reading some of your guys' comments here on my last video. And I'm happy to report that today was a much more successful trail ride than our last camping trip. I rode her in the mechanical hackamore today, as you guys could probably see in the video. And honestly, I think she did a lot better with it. Primarily because it gave her so much more of a release. I really like the Indian Bosal because it doesn't have any leverage, but I've noticed like when I pull and when she's fighting me, it tightens around her nose like it's supposed to, but it has a harder time unloosening or untightening, like loosening back up for the release. And I think with the mechanical hackamore, since it tightens and just releases automatically, it gave her much clearer signals and she rode really well in it. She only had a couple little tantrums, nothing major, but Melanie only had to pony us those couple times. So the first time I wanted her to slow down and let a couple other horses go in front of us, and she wouldn't. So she was just basically just fighting me, and I was yanking her around. And then the second time, we were up in the front of the ride, and the two girls that were leading the ride wanted to go run because we were in kind of an open field. So I was like, okay, well, we're not going to do that, so I'm going to get back here and let some horses go in front of us. And she did not want to stop and wait and let other horses pass and wait for BB. So we were literally sitting here going in circles and circles and circles because I wouldn't let her go forward anywhere. And I was like, Melanie, take the rope. So she just, yeah, went with BB for a few minutes to let them lope off and let the other horses in front of us so she couldn't just take off with them, you know. So that was really only the couple things. Other than that, she did totally fine. She crossed the water fine. She was definitely fast-paced, but I think that might just be a her thing. I think she might just like having the adventurous attitude and being up in the front. So that's where we were most of the time. I think the biggest thing she learned today was that horses will kick you if you don't get out of their butts. So actually one caught on camera, I saw that the black horse in front of us kicked at her, and she hasn't had any horses do that yet, which is why on the last trail ride it was so hard because I didn't know any of those people or horses. So I was like trying really hard to keep her away from them because I didn't know who they were. I didn't know if they'd want their horses kicking or me up their butts or anything. So today it was much nicer because I know the people in the saddle club, and I was like, I'm not offended if your horse kicks my horse, because if she's not going to listen to me, then she's going to get kicked by the horse in front of her. So she only got actually kicked one time. I think the time it was on camera, he just got her a little bit in the chest, and after that she was like, okay, like every time that horse's butt would come around, she'd be like, whoa, like standing clear. And then the big Palomino that was in front as well, he kind of like did a little buck at her a couple times, and thankfully the riders didn't really care. I was like, I'm not offended, and they were like, well, we don't care, we're not on the receiving end, so if you're fine with it, we're fine with it. So yeah, I was like, if you're not going to listen to me and get out of their butts, then I'm going to let you get kicked, and then you'll learn. And she did. She was like, whoa, and kept back a foot or so away from them pretty much the rest of the time. So yeah, I would think it was a good ride, and it was much more relaxing for her this time. There was only probably 12 or 15 horses there, so not near as many as the last ride when there was like 50 or 60. That was crazy. So yeah, I think it was much more of a good group as well that just wanted to go slow and pokey, easy ride. So I'm proud of her. I'm glad she did much better this time. And actually, so the last video I told you about on our camping trip, those guys came running up behind us and Sarah took off. Well, honestly, I think that prepared her for today because it sucked that it happened, but one of the guys in the back, his horse, I think he said like bobbed his head and its bridle came up and off, and then he like flipped his head back again and it smacked him in the face and spooked him, and he literally went taking off, and the guy had no bridle. He was just hanging on, and he took off through all the horses, took off into the tall grass, and the guy was able to bail off. But I could hear him running up behind us, and I braced Sarah and was like, ho, and BB was like looking at him, so he ran up behind us, and luckily Sarah didn't do anything. She was just kind of like, dude, what the heck? But I had BB take her lead rope just because the horse was running around loose, and I didn't want Sarah to get all amped up because this horse was running around loose. So the guy was okay, though. He was a little shaken up, but he got up and got back on. But yeah, so I think that last time kind of prepared her for this time, and I was like, okay, you better be okay with horses running up behind you at this point. So yeah, I was pretty proud of her. I definitely gave her some scratches for that. I was like, good girl, because I did not see that coming. But yeah, so we only were ponied a couple times for a few minutes out of the whole 2.5 hour ride or so. So it was a good workout for her. There was a lot of sand. We went through water, and these people had their property, like the river kind of went through their property. And there was big sections where the river didn't have any water, so it was like really deep sand. So we went through a bunch of that, and I think it gave her a really good leg workout and made her tired. So she did really good. So, and she loves BB. I don't know what it is, like her and BB get along so well. She loves being around her. And I honestly feel like when BB is around, Sarah is more relaxed. And yeah, I don't know why, but they just really get along good. So I was glad that Melanie was able to ride BB for me today. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this vlog. Hopefully you're a little proud of Sarah like I am. She did much better this time. Not near as a stressful ride as the camping trip was. I honestly think that that was just too big of a ride that she wasn't ready for yet. So yeah. Anyways, let me know what else you guys want to see down below. Make sure to check out the description box. I always leave the links to my other 2 channels down there. I know some of you guys have been asking if I have other channels or social media. They're always down there in the description box. So go check that out if you want, and I will see you guys later. Bye.